the holidays. Hello dear friends, and welcome to another episode of the Dear Friend Podcast. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back. And if you're new, hi, I'm Eden. I'm the owner of Yarrow & Co., where I sell my handmade polymer clay charms and other handmade treasures. So, we have Christmas here. It makes me so happy. It is December, my favorite month of the year, Christmas time, my favorite holiday of the year. I am a Christmas nut. So I have my pink tree and some lights, and I wanted to show you this ornament that Kim of Ginger Snap sent me this. It is so cute. It's a little knitting in a bottle. So it's found the perfect little match for this tree. And I do need to make more ornaments for this tree, and I will do that throughout the month, which you will see in Vlogmas, which I have been doing so far today. So far so good. It is quite a learning curve actually to do vlogging instead of podcasting, because moving around and knowing what to film, because I could film everything, but I highly doubt you would want to watch me eat my lunch. So anyway, so yeah, Vlogmas is going on. You'll be seeing a few episodes probably before this podcast comes out, but anyway, that has been fun. And to start everything off in the holiday spirit, I'm gonna give away some giveaway prizes. So the last episode we reached over 300. We're still climbing, so thank you so much. Thank you. It means so much to me. Yeah, so if you are new here, please do subscribe and join in on all the fun that we have here. And so, sorry for all the crinkling. Giving away these two yarn bowls, and on the vlog, I will, I'll show me figuring out who it is, but the winners are, for the Woodland Creatures, it is Carrie Walden. So congratulations, Carrie. Just email me at yarrowandco@outlook.com. Email me your address and I will get this out to you. And then the winner of this beautiful floral polka dots, so pretty, is the Wordy Knitter. So yeah. I wish I could put fireworks in. Congratulations! But so Wordy Knitter and Carrie Walden, email me at yarrowandco@outlook.com and I will get those out to you. So for this episode, I'm all over the place. I'm way too excited. So for this episode, I have a ton of finished objects, including this, and I've got some work done on my whips and one new whip. I have been really good and only have one new whip. So, oh, right, Handmade Holiday Along. That is the last month. It's the last month. And this month's prize, let me grab it, was donated by Carla of Knit 2 Yarns, who is sadly closing, but we send all the love her way, so yeah. So she sent this. This is from Chester Knits Yarn, who is a Canadian dyer in Williams Lake, British Columbia, which I've been there many, many times. And this set, and a Palm from Rose and Pearl, which is 100% faux fur. Is it pretty? So you could make a really cool hat with this. So yeah, this will be December's giveaway prize, which I will be giving away on Boxing Day. And what else? So I'm all over the place. So to enter in, if you want to, if you're knitting gift knits for Christmas time or a birthday that's happening within December, you can enter in on Instagram. All you have to do is use the hashtag handmadeholidayalong2020 and tag me at yarrowmail44 and put in the date in which the project was finished. And yeah, you will be entered in to win this beautiful prize. This colorway is Sarah on her cloud worsted. It is so soft. It is truly a cloud. Yep. So that's it. The Handmade Holiday Long will be over for the year. I don't know if I'm going to do it again next year, but we'll see. So yeah, you have until Christmas Day at midnight to finish off your gift knits and enter in to win this. Yeah, so that is all the announcements. And let's get on to all the making going on here. Okay, so first finished object is this. This is my Cowboy Cowler, which the pattern is now out. It is on my website. I will put a link down below. And this is out my goodness, I can't speak English. This is made out of Over the Moon Yarns Nebula Series G, and it is this amazing sparkle yarn with like greens and blues, a little bit of gold in there. It is absolutely stunning. So I did not finish this in time for the release, but I finished it, I think, the day after, and I've been wearing it so much. I gave my red one to my little brother, which if you are on Instagram, you would have seen pictures of him and I just rocking our Cowboy Cowlers together. Yeah, so if you want to knit this, it is a one skein project of fingering weight, and it is a double loop cowl, so it is really cozy and wonderful. A really nice knit if you are a beginner. It's really not complicated at all. Yeah, so if you want to get like your Western on, I recommend this cowl. So that is my first finished object. My next finished object is another really big project. I finished my 2018 Advent Calendar project, which was going to be a blanket, but it became the longest scarf ever. Whoa! Still smells like wool wash. So it is huge. I would not be able to show it off, so I'll try standing and I'll show you all the squares as I go through. So the first one is not a Homespun House colorways from the Advent Calendar. These three are Midnight Cravings. I believe this is Cinema, Kelp, and I can't recall what this one is. And then this is a Woolen Homestead Strawberry Rhubarb Pie. They do not dye anymore. next one is all a Homespun House Colors. And that's Homespun House Colors. This one is, these are Homespun House, and then this is Howl from Dragon Horde Yarn. That's a Homespun House. That's a Homespun House. And then these ones are, these two are a Homespun House. This is Mistletoe by Woolen Homestead. Sorry, I'm blanking. And yeah, they don't die anymore, but I love this. I have a toque made out of this. And then this is Take a Hike from Midnight Cravings. And then the last one is also Homespun House. So it is a massive scarf. I really love having it this way. I realized that it was just not gonna make a big enough blanket that I would get a lot of use out of it. It could have made a good baby blanket, but when I really wanted to keep this for myself, I could have given it away to somebody who had a baby, but I really wanted to keep this because it had a lot of memories attached to it. And I don't really want my own kids to get a hand on it because who knows what they would do. But, which I don't have kids. If you're new here, I don't have kids. Sorry for somebody's acumen. But it makes an awesome scarf. So I can loop it around. Super cozy mode. Oh yeah. So that's all done. I used the Cozy Memories blanket pattern for these squares, and then I just added my own crocheted border that I just picked up stitches along the edges with every row so that it was even, and it worked out pretty well. I really love it. So that's my other finished object. My last one, I finished one of my hands. Sorry for vacuuming again. Sorry. I finished the buddy hats. So this yarn is a mix of two separate yarns. One is Pearl from Pineapple Yarn, which is a nice gray. And then the other is Buddy Bracelets from That Yarn Habit, which is a Friends colorway, which what inspired me to knit two hats out of them. I think I still have them in small skeins. Give me a minute. Okay, so here are the yarns separately. So this is Pearl from Pineapple Yarn, and this is Buddy Bracelets from That Yarn Habit. And I held them together and they matched perfectly to make these hats. So these will be going to a couple of buddies. And I used the Barley Hat pattern by Tin Can Knits, which is a simple yet beautiful hat. I really like it. It is a pattern for a worsted weight yarn, but holding the two strands of fingering weight together, I came to about a DK weight. So I went down a needle size for both brim and body of the hat. So those are done, and that is my last. Nope, I have one other Christmas make going on. So two of those. I have tons of yarn left from doing two hats. It's actually amazing. I made these two hats and I still have plenty left to use in another project. I could probably make a pair of like shorty socks out of these, which I might do. But yeah, so those are done. And that is my last finished object. I've been working really hard on those, and it's kind of like motivated me to finish more projects before the new year comes. And when the new year comes, I can just cast on as much new stuff as I like. So now we are off to works in progress. So actually I have 2 new works in progress. I kind of forgot about this one, so I haven't been as good as I thought. But this is in my Harry Potter bag. And I am designing a toque. Now I'm Canadian, so we call these toques up here. But if you're American, or I don't know what they say in any other country, but here we call these toques. You could call it a beanie or a hat, but this is a toque. So this is a front post, back post double crochet pattern that it's super easy to just memorize and get going. I used to make a lot of these out of bulky weight yarn and sell them at craft fairs. I wanted to remake this stitch pattern to be a little bit lighter and be a different style. I'm just using the basic pattern to create this toque. So this is the top so far. It's gonna be a fairly slouchy when it's done. I haven't gotten far enough to really show it, but I'm hoping that it's big enough that it's not gonna be tight at all. So yeah, this is my new design. I'm kind of like halfway through a row here, but it is so far been really fun. This is my 2nd time, possibly 3rd time doing this. It's been getting a lot of love, but I'm not giving up yet because I really want this to be a toque. So I'm using a 3.5mm hook. I had made this myself with just like some polymer clay and baked it. It didn't turn out too well, but I still really like it. Yeah, I might switch over to doing, I'm testing it also on a worsted weight, but I found it to be a little bit too thick. I might just finish this anyway and just have it for myself. I don't know what either of these yarns are called. I got both of these yarns in a time where ball bands were optional. Very long time ago. So they're being used as sample makes. I think that this one is possibly a Madeline Tosh. It's a DK, I know that. And then this is a worsted weight. I think I'd rather have the pattern be in DK because it's a little bit more drapey. It will be really nice. So yeah, that is my first work in progress. I have slowly been gaining more and more crochet. My newest work in progress, I started just this morning because it is December 1st. And I got to open up the first day of my Story Weaver Yarns two-door advent calendar. So everything is themed to the Royal Tudor Christmas advent calendar. And today was Henry Tudor, the Winter King. And here it is. It is so pretty, so delicately speckled. It's stunning. I love it. And then I'm holding it with this. This is Whiskers. It's a Madeline Tosh yarn twist light. So it's a fingering weight, and I'm holding them both together as I make this. Oh, it makes me so happy to see it all together. It's been really fun to learn how this is going on. So day one also came with some little progress keepers. So we have a little crown and flower and some green jewels. This was called the crown jewels. Came in the cutest little box. I love it. And this is the paddock. Hold on a second. The giant puff stitch blanket by Bright Red Cherries, and I've been seeing this on Instagram, and it was like, that's what I have to do with my advent calendar this year. I make it my goal to make a blanket with every advent calendar I have, so that one day I'll have like all these years of advent stacked up in a bunch of memories. So far, my first year has become a scarf, but that's okay. Yeah, so this is the beginning of my giant puff stitch blanket, and so far the yarns were made for each other. I love it so much. So you'll be seeing that quite a bit as I go through all the yarns. That is my other work in progress, my other crochet work in progress. I think that's the only crocheted ones I have. Yep. So my other work in progress that's knit is my 2019 advent calendar blanket, which has been getting a little work done on it. I think it'll be set aside for the month of November so I can just work on this year's advent calendar. But here it is. I am on to color, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm on color 10 out of the 24. And it is still one of my favorites. Still one of my favorite projects to do. I love how squishy it is and how cozy it is going to be with all this alpaca in there. So this is my 2019 advent calendar, which was Dragon Horde Yarn and her mom, Yarn Cafe Creations, worked together to do their Harry Potter advent calendars. And it has been such a joy so far. I've completely forgotten what the colors are, but every day I had wound them into little hand wound balls, and so I can go back into the advent calendar. They're still in their original bags, and I'm doing them in the order of what day they came on. And it's a surprise all over again. So yeah, I've been working on this here and there. I still really love it. What I'm holding with it, that is important. I'm holding Cascade Alpaca, which is super thin. It's a lace weight. I'm holding this triple, so the yarn color and then these two together to get a basic DK weight on there. It is going to be super cozy with that alpaca in there. It's got this little bit of a halo going on there, but nice and warm. And I have it in my Christmas bag here. My mom's working on something. I don't know what it is, but yeah. My Christmas bag my mom made me. And this is what I'm going to keep this year's advent calendar blanket in. That held my 2019 one. So I have basically bags for blankets, advent calendars. This one my mom also made me. She's really good at making bags. And I love this one. It's one of my favorites. So my last work in progress is another pattern that I am designing right now. I don't quite know what to call it yet. My brother has decided to call them just New Socks is their name. It's probably not going to be their name, but we're going to stick with that for now. These are New Socks, and this is a sock and a leg warmer combined with some marled fisherman's rib, and it is going to be so much fun. I can't wait to finish this and, you know, wear them for around the house on cold mornings. I have been really enjoying learning this new way of doing fisherman's rib, which is in the round, which is done differently than back and forth like my blanket is. Uh-oh. It's okay. Anyways, I'm just using scraps from my stash that I just collected and put together. The minis don't have any names because most of them just came as extras for sock kits that I didn't use. They didn't come with names. But the main is Moon Sisters from Farmer's Daughter Fibers. It is a wonderful green, and it's got a little bronze stellina in there, and that has made it really cool to knit with. I don't know if you can see it. You probably can't, but it's got some really nice sparkle to it. And I think that's all I have to say about this. I want to finish one sock here first, and then I'm gonna write up the pattern, and we'll probably get this test knitted. I would really love to have this ready for 2021, maybe like late January. We'll see. It depends on how long it takes me to actually finish it. So that is all my makes right now. I have been working really hard on them just to, just finish up and get as much as I can done before the New Year's, so that when New Year's comes around, I can just have a refresh of all these new projects. And I think that's all I have to talk about today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, do subscribe and hit the bell for notifications for every time I upload a podcast or every time Vlogmas comes up this month. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time, dear friends. Bye.